Remember in the last video where I told you guys that the tiger people were a race of warriors that were here a long time ago? Well, today we get a little bit more information on them, and it seems that they are a hybrid of Saiyans and an actual tiger person. Like, you know how Dragon Ball, the Earth has people that look like dogs and cats and even Tien Shinhan? Well, these people were tiger people, and it looks like Saiyans used to come a long time ago on this planet to fight them and repopulate with them. So, yeah. The Saiyans are furries.
Prepare yourself, Dan Saiyan.
In the last episode of Dragon Ball Super Tiger Road, we have the OC, which is the original character. We have not learned his name yet, so I'm just going to be calling him the OC until that happens. But he gets knocked out, kidnapped by the Dark God of Destruction solely for his pleasure. And not in a weird way, just for him to fight him and have the same sort of relationship that Beerus has with Goku and Vegeta. But, of course, the OC has no idea what the hell is going on. He is not aware of his power, his abilities, his heritage that spans far beyond his limit of comprehension, because it was thousands of years ago that there was some Saiyan DNA inside of him, so he can turn Super Saiyan now. So he isn't really being much help. So this is where we can stop calling this guy the OC and call him by his name. His name is Zen. And Zen has no idea why he's there, but he thinks that maybe they want a concert. Remember, he's a musician, but that's not what they want at all. So the Dark God of Destruction asks for him to reveal all his power, and again, doesn't know how to do it. So his devil attendant decides, you know what, I can go ahead and unleash all his inner potential, and she touches him with her stick, and he transforms instantly into a Super Saiyan 2. Which is a little anticlimactic. Obviously, we're used to Super Saiyan transformations normally having an epic sort of flair, but this is fine for this story. This is a story about a god of destruction using a Saiyan as a plaything. So what happens next is that the Dark God of Destruction decides, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and place you into this world, which is basically the hyperbolic time chamber, or the room of spirited time for you guys who are more cultured than others. And the devil assistant puts him in the hyperbolic time chamber, and there he is met by the spirit. The evil spirit is what the God of Destruction was calling him, but this guy is actually the tiger guy from earlier. This is where he explains his history, which I already stated, so we're not going to cover that again. And he jumps right into his job of training Zen so he can be a match, or at least close to a match, for the God of Destruction. And of course, it's the same rules as our hyperbolic time chamber, rules and time and space. Everything moves a lot slower there, so, or a lot faster. Whichever the case might be, I'm assuming more time passes inside this place than does out in the real world. So basically the hyperbolic time chamber. The tiger guy, whose name is Toru, explains that he is actually not the evil spirit, but there is an evil spirit that Zen must face on his own. That is the own evil within his own heart. He has to face it and not let it consume him. He's got to face it and destroy it. So he goes into a meditative state and he meets the evil spirit. The evil spirit explains, because this is a chapter of explanations, that if he dies in this world, he dies in the real world. That's right, Matrix rules are into play. And of course, Zen, being completely oblivious to what's going on, gets decked right in the face and gets beaten up by the evil spirit, who is unleashing a ferocious assault onto his person. Now, this is where things get good, and this is where the story for me starts elevating a little bit, because the evil spirit stops fighting him and pulls out an orb. Now, in this orb, he's manipulating events in the real world, or at least that's what it seems like, to create horrible accidents for his friends, Zen's friends, and bandmates teammates. So the first one's a car accident. Zen actually stops it by confronting and saying stop, stops the car accident. Next one is a robbery that could have gone wrong, and Zen does the exact same thing, crying out stop it. The last one is his little sister. The evil spirit is going to start targeting her, and this is where Zen loses complete and utter control. This is a brilliant plot device. I haven't seen something like this happen in really any anime or manga in a while, at least to this caliber, where you're fighting your inner self. I think the last time I saw something like this probably was Bleach, when Ichigo had to fight Nega Ichigo. So I like the fact that they have this here. I like that he's doing some inner training. Whether or not this evil spirit's controlling the stuff on the outside world really doesn't mean much, because I actually feel his frustration in not really knowing what's going on, but trying his hardest to stop it, and he's being pushed to the limit. I love when characters are being pushed mentally and physically, and this dude is getting tortured mentally right now. So he explodes in anger and transforms into Super Saiyan Blue 3 or Super Saiyan God 3. I'm not exactly sure if this is red or blue, but it looks pretty cool. I think the aura shows that it probably is going to be blue. So I would say, yeah, probably Super Saiyan Blue Zen is born. And that is the end of today's chapter. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of Dragon Ball Super Tiger Road so far. Is this an interesting story for an OC? And do you guys think that the story is elevated significantly by the addition of young Gigi's art? Let me know in the comments below. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care, guys.
Sanctuary